Pre-flight checklist.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Instrument transfer and display switches.
Normal, auto.
Window heat.
On,
Pressurization mode selector.
auto.
Flight instruments.
Set,
Parking brake.
set,
Engine start levers.
cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Before start checklist.
Flight deck door. Ready for engine start.
Closed and locked.
Fuel.
To 0.9 tons, pumps on.
Passenger signs.
On,
Windows.
locked.
MCP.
Set,
Takeoff speeds.
set,
CDU pre-flight.
completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
I'm ready for the brief.
Okay, we have no MEL issues today. I will be the pilot flying. This will be a standard takeoff, using noise abatement departure procedure 1. The departure will be an ATC assigned SID. We will use flaps 10 for takeoff. Runway condition is wet. As for anti-ice, it's not required. Engine bleeds will be on. Okay, for the takeoff safety brief. Up to 100 knots for any malfunction I'll call reject, confirm auto brakes are operating, and if not operating I will apply max manual braking and max symmetric reverse thrust. Come to a full stop on the runway, and after full stop on the runway we make a decision on further action. From 100 knots to V1 I will only reject for 3 reasons. Engine failure, engine fire, or takeoff configuration warning horn. At or above the 1 continue into the air, and the only actions below 400 are for you to silence the bells and confirm failures. Above 400 I'll call for failure action drills as required, and you will perform memory items. At 800 feet AFA I will call for alt hold and retract flaps on schedule. 1500 feet I will call for the checklist. If above max landing weight we will make a decision to perform an overweight landing as the situation requires. For wheel well, engine, wing fire, I will turn the aircraft in such a way the flames will be downwind side and we will evac via the upwind side. For cargo fire, ensure the emergency services do not open the cargo doors until evac is complete. Any questions?
No questions.
Departure brief complete. Completed.
Anti-collision light.
On.
Before start checklist complete.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Pin has been inserted, please release brakes.
Brakes released.
Roger that, pushing back, and you're clear to start our engines.
Roger. Start engine 2.
Starting number 2. Starting number 2. Starting number 2.
Start engine 1.
Starting number 1. Starting number 1. Starting number 1. Starter
Once
cut
again,
out.
ladies
Starter
and
cut
gentlemen,
out.
welcome on board.
Starter
This
cut
is your
out.
purser speaking.
You're clear to start number 2.
Your attention to the cabin crew for the safety information. First, there is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on board of this aircraft. Regulations
Okay, push is complete, set brakes.
this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted
Brake set.
information signs and posters.
Thank you, Captain. And the turbine pin has been removed. See you on the left side.
Starter cut
Pulling
out.
on belt. To release your seat belt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seat belt fastened at all times when you're seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the nearest exit to you and note that the nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there's a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open
Laps
and
10.
the oxygen
Check.
masks will appear. In such case, remain seated with your seatbelts fastened and pull the mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though
Takeoff flaps
the
set.
may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the
Before
elastic
taxi
band around
checklist.
your head.
Generators.
Tighten by pulling on the ends. Secure your own mask
On.
before
Repeat.
assisting other passengers. Your life jacket is located.
I am
under
ready for
your
the
seat.
checklist.
On.
Tighten the
Anti-ice.
straps, and once outside the aircraft,
Off.
pull
Isolation
straps
valves.
to inflate your jacket. Please don't
Auto.
do this
Engine start
before
switches.
you leave the aircraft.
Continuous.
If the jacket
Recall.
fails to inflate, use tubes near the neck.
Checked.
Auto brake.
Your jacket is equipped with a light that
RTO.
automatically
Engine start
illuminates
levers.
when it is in touch with water.
Idle detent.
This is a
Flight
non-smoking
controls.
flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or in one of the lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off during takeoff, and reading lights are located above your seats. Thank you for your attention.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist complete.
TCAS system test OK.
Yes. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin secure.
Before takeoff checklist.
Flaps.
Flaps 10, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete. Cabin crew, take your seats.